What is up, my mock forcers? So, a word about aircraft carriers. They are incredibly expensive to mobilize and to research, and they have a lot of limitations. So, to mobilize an aircraft carrier, you need 3250 components, which is quite a lot, especially at the end of the game. But if you want to go for it, that's up to you. You're gonna want naval strike fighters, and you're gonna want to research them up so that you can do things like expand your zone and shoot cruise missiles out. So right now I just have a naval patrol ship plane, which is expanding its radar because it's kind of small for what it is. So there's that. But aircraft carriers are limiting in that you can only have 4 planes or 4 helicopters on it, unless you can research aircraft carrier higher so that you can put 5 and then 6, I believe, onto it. So that is definitely worth doing if it's real late in the game. But also about aircraft carriers, your planes have to be in range in order to put planes onto it or off of the aircraft carrier. So right now, I can't even move that complement of planes off of the aircraft carrier because it's not in range of my nearest airport, which is here or down here. So it's kind of limiting in that respect as well. And finally, they of course are not that strong, only doing a 1 against other ships and a 2 against submarines. And they don't even hit against infantry or tanks, and a little bit against planes and helicopters. So I just put in some frigates there to protect a little bit, and you may want to also research the naval air superiority fighters to protect against other planes, and you may want to put some cruisers with it to protect against other ships. But once you have all those things, and of course have a spare in case one of them is lost in the fight, it is worth it and a cool thing to do, but you just have to be careful. So that's it for now. We'll check back once you can see the aircraft carrier in combat. So if you want to see the aircraft carrier in action, here we go. We've got an unknown naval radar contact. We've got a task force approaching it, but we're going to send in the naval strike fighters to see what they make of it. All right, so we didn't declare war with anybody else, so that's a good sign. That means it must be either Argentina or Chile. I'm going to guess it is Argentina because that is him right there. All right, arrival in 33 minutes divided by 4. So that's like 8 minutes real time. So check back in a second. You can see I split my transport ships into 5 and 5 so that they'll move a little faster. Their efficiency will be 100%. And we're sending them to these 3 cities, which will hopefully be empty by the time they get there. Hello, welcome back to Fun with Aircraft Carriers. So we have 2 aircraft carriers here. Zoom out a little bit. 2 aircraft carriers here. I have 4 naval strike fighters there. I have 4 naval strike fighters there. If I try to ferry it to there, it gives me a message. So I have to get rid of the naval patrol aircraft and just get 4 there. So there, they're on. We can put this guy, right now he's at the city, we can put him onto that aircraft carrier. And now, if I try to put these guys on it, let's see what happens. It will work. So now we have 7 planes going to 1 aircraft carrier. Let's see what happens. We also have ASW helicopter, which we can try to land on this aircraft carrier, but it has a shorter range, so we can just put it there. Obviously, if we try to land that guy there, it doesn't work. That guy there doesn't work. But now we have 7 going to an aircraft carrier, which can only hold 4. I'm researching the next aircraft carrier, air defense upgrade, and after that, I believe it goes up to 5, but I'm not 100% on that. That's what this video is for. Let's see what else we have. Some more. Here's an ASW helicopter. Let's bring him over as well. And try to land him on that aircraft carrier. What does it do? Does it have to refuel somewhere? Yeah, so it has to refuel in Cairo. We can leave those guys there. Let's see what happens when we try to land 7 planes when it's only meant for... Here, we can actually put that there, make it a little more exciting. It's refueling. Now we have 11 planes going after this 1 aircraft carrier. Let's see what happens. Also researching the next naval strike fighters. Those are absolute beasts. They hit at 9, 9, and 9. 9, 9, and 9. Remember that. Whereas just normal strike fighters hit at 9, 9, and 4. So, are naval strike fighters better than normal strike fighters? 9, 9, 4. These are 6 and 7. And these... naval strike fighters. And these are 6 and 7. So, it would appear that naval strike fighters are completely better than normal strike fighters. Wow. That's big. I didn't know that. Why have I been researching... Are they more expensive or something? What's going on here? Naval strike fighters, 1,500, 850. It looks about the same price. Airbase level 2, while these need airbase level 3. So I guess that's the difference. But still, these things are the same as normal strike fighters. I don't know why I haven't been using them before. So what's going to happen once these land? This is another game. If you want to see the video for this game, just click the link here and you can see the video for why this game is so dull right now. Alright, so I just researched air defense upgrade for that guy. So now It hits at a 3. I think it was a 2 before. And now we can go ahead and research the next one. It doesn't tell you that it increases the complement, but I think either this one or the next one increases it to 5. So you can capacity 6. Whoa. Capacity 4. Capacity 6. Capacity 8. Jesus. These are 8. Oh man. Why haven't I done this earlier? They hold 8. Wow. That is serious. All right, next game, I'm only getting naval strike fighters. And then I'm getting aircraft carriers, and then you don't have to build another airport. You just fly around the city. In this game, they have been useful too. So they've been a good investment. Sometimes they're a little too expensive, but now they've been good, so... Yeah, so the ASW helicopters, I haven't used them before. I don't think they're really all that useful. Really, all they do is attack subs, and they have this. They reveal stealth. They don't even have the scouting thing. That's interesting. I thought they did. But yeah, all they really do is attack subs. Everything else is really weak. But I don't know. It's kind of a novelty thing. It's cool to have it. Because I mean, I have 3 aircraft carriers here. I don't think I really need all 3 of them. They're really slow too. Unit speed 3.5, and you want to keep them in the high seas. They're twice as fast on the high seas than at coastal waters. And if you want to see where the coastal waters are, then what you want to do is toggle terrain types, hit settings, and then toggle terrain types. You can see this lighter blue is going to be your coastal waters, and this darker blue is going to be your high seas. So it should tell you, like if you want to go here, it'll take you mainly through the high seas because it'll be faster. So it does the calculations for you, but you still just want to watch out. Same thing with submarines. You want to keep them on the high seas. Corvettes you want to keep in the coastal waters. Okay, now we can toggle terrain off. All right, we're about to land. Are these guys just going to turn around here? And we are... We are landed. So we're about to land in a few seconds. And we're going to go beyond the carrier's complement here. Let's see what happens. Remember, you can only land naval strike fighters, naval air superiority fighters, and helicopters on aircraft carriers. All types of helicopters can actually use them. And I believe they count, so you can only have like 2 airplanes and like 2 helicopters. Or you can have 1 airplane and 3 helicopters, or 3 helicopters and 1 airplane. And they do count. All right, what happens? Did we break the game? It just goes back. It's patrolling. All right, problem solved. It's just patrolling. So it's still attached to that one. It actually has to refuel. No, it doesn't. It just goes right there. All right. And if we try to put him there, no, it doesn't work. Try to put him there. No, it doesn't work because now those fighters are here. So it doesn't work. But if we want to just put 1 there. If we want to just put 1 there, it should work. Yeah, so that will work. These will go back, and this guy should stay. But yeah, now we know what happens when you try to land beyond the complement. It just doesn't work, and it just goes back. Also, about aircraft carriers, you can name them. I think I chose not to, but you can name them. Also, your planes don't heal on aircraft carriers. So that's kind of unfortunate, but if you want them to heal, you just have to put them at a city or a province with an air base and a hospital. So kind of annoying, but I guess your only choice really is to have so many on there. Again, if you get it all the way up there, you can put 8 planes or 8 helicopters, and then it's a lot harder to take that down. So yeah, I think next game I'm going to just go for naval strike fighters, and then I'll go for aircraft carriers, and then you don't have to worry about having airports or not. And if you also have ASW helicopters, or if you have naval patrol ships, you can take out submarines. That's an 8 submarines. And if you have cruisers, you can take out other cruisers, of course, other frigates, and other destroyers. So that kind of covers your bases. And yeah, I'm learning some new things about aircraft carriers too. So that looks kind of weird there, but we do have now a full complement on this aircraft carrier of 4, soon to be 6. I'm actually very excited about that. So yeah, I hope you learned something, and I hope you had fun with me with aircraft carriers. So see you in the next one, and if you want to see them in combat, just check out this video about India. See you in the next one. Peace out.